everyone, it's Christiana. It's Sunday night. It's a little before 5 o'clock. We're starting a little early again. Just, again, trying to shake things up instead of starting late. So if any of you guys out there could give me a quick shout out to let me know that if you can hear me or not. If you can hear me, great, yay. If not, we're going to have to come up with a different plan. So tonight we're talking about summer projects for everyone. Okay, the sound's coming through on Cheryl's computer, so that's a good sign.
Oh, yes, that is a good sign.
It's a wonderful sign.
We're happy.
So tonight we're talking about summer projects for everyone, and when I think of summer projects, I don't necessarily always think of summer sweaters. I think of two projects that I would just want to work on in the summertime. So not anything real big or heavy that has to be sitting across my lap keeping me warm, unless of course the air conditioning's really pumping and I need something warm. But I think of smaller projects that I might wear later on in the winter time, so like hats, mitts, cowls, scarves, that sort of thing. So we're going to be looking at both ends of the spectrum, so summer sweaters and shawls, and also summer projects that are smaller. Hey Nancy, it was nice seeing you earlier today too. You know, I'm having such a hard time recognizing people with their masks on, and then, you know, as soon as this is all over, I'm not going to recognize anybody again.
Right. That's right.
So talking about projects for summertime too, I'm also thinking about things that would be great for the kiddos. So we brought in this really awesome kit called Knitters of Tomorrow, and this is for ages 8+. We're giving these a try because kids want to learn how to knit, and just because it says 8+ doesn't mean it's just for children. Adults can learn with this guide too. So this comes with the needles, the yarn, the pattern, and it also comes with a video online tutorials to help if people get stuck. Hey Mom! So this is a great way to teach kids or adults how to knit, and it comes, I believe, with a hat and a scarf pattern. Oh, and it even comes with the sewing needle too. That's so cool. So this is by Stitch and Story, and it's really cool. It's $25.99, and again, it comes with the yarn. There are your nice wooden needles right there. Nancy said hi to you, Cheryl.
Oh, look at that. Hi, Cheryl. She also said, hi, Christiana. Good to see you earlier today.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's the kit, and then if you look on the back too, there is kind of a screenshot of the video tutorial to help learn how to knit. So it is geared towards children. Knitters of Tomorrow, $25.99. So along with that, we also got some other kits from Stitch and Story, and I'm really excited about these guys. These are all small projects that you can work on that aren't going to sit on your lap and make you warm during the summertime. I don't know where everybody's tuning in from, but here in Colorado this last week, we reached triple digits Tuesday through Thursday, I want to say.
Yeah, longer than that.
Yeah, Monday.
Longer than that.
I think Monday through Thursday.
Right.
Which,
yeah.
It's not uncommon for us to reach triple digits in the state of Colorado, but never 3 to 4 to 5 days in a row. So I didn't want to be working on anything big or heavy or warm. So another great idea from Stitch and Story is baby booties. These knit up super quick. They're very small, so they're not sitting on your lap keeping you warm while you're knitting. They are for babies age size 0 to 12 months. There's the picture right there. Aren't those adorable? Sorry, we're using the iPhone tonight, so I can't really tell how big things are appearing on the screen. So,
perfect. That is perfect, Christiana.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Yes.
So this kit is $33. It comes with the wool, which is 100% merino. It comes with bamboo knitting needles. It comes with the pattern guide, and also Stitch and Story has an online video tutorial for this kit as well. It does come with the little tiny button. I don't know if you saw that on there. It's a little floral button on each booty. So again, that is $33. We've got this in blue, gray, and kind of a peachy pink, or pinky peach, depending on how you look at it. So those are the Bonnie Booties. And then this guy is a mini mitten and booty set. The tag is in yellow, but we have this in gray. Isn't that adorable? So this is also by Stitch and Story, so it also comes with the pattern, the yarn, the knitting needles, and also video tutorials if you need a little extra help. I was going to say something super smart. Oh, I remember. Baby projects are always terrific, even if you don't know anyone in your life who is expecting. There are always donation centers to bring these to. There are always expectant mothers that can use projects like this, like baby booties, the mittens, baby blankets. So that's what makes this such a great project, is even if you don't need them or you don't know anyone directly who needs them, there are always people who are in need who could use these. So this is the Sophia Le Giraffe Mini Mittens and Booties, and it is in dove gray. It is $33, and again it comes with the yarn, the needles, the pattern, video tutorials, and they even suggest that you could re-gift it in this box. It's a really nice box. It's here.
It's Robin.
Hi, Robin.
Robbins is here.
Yay! Like I said earlier, we're using the iPhone instead of the iPad, so I'm kind of squinting to see all the comments. So I apologize if you see me making funny faces. It's me just trying to read the super teeny tiny print on the screen. So the last Stitch and Story kit that we've got, this is another super small project. So again, not heavy, not sitting on your lap. This is a coffee cup cozy.
Oh, that's great.
Isn't it cute?
Mm-hmm.
So like the other Stitch and Story kits, this comes with the yarn, the needles, the pattern, and online video tutorials. But these knitting needles are super tiny. They're short. They're really, really cute. And it's a chunky weight yarn, so this coffee cup cozy is going to knit up super, super fast. And there is the picture of it. So it's, I would say it's a, yeah, this is a super bulky yarn.
Mm-hmm.
So this kit is $16.99. We got this guy in gray, ivory, and dusty pink. And it looks like fun. Honestly, I want one of these for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And crocheters, I'm not forgetting you guys, trust me. So another nice small project that won't sit on your lap and won't weigh you down would be amigurumi. So I've brought some of our Toft kits to show off. I also have an ulterior motive for showing the Toft kits. We have a Toft along coming up, or it's a crochet along. I'm calling it a Toft along. It's July 13th and 20th from 4 to 5 Mountain Time. It is over Zoom. And we are just going to sit together and work on Toft kits together and help each other out. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm hosting, so little shameless plug there.
Mm-hmm. That's a good plug. It'll be great.
It's going to be
might
fun.
talk me into crocheting.
Well, the Toft kits are actually great for first-time crocheters. I don't know if you all were able to join us for the Fiberside chat that Carrie Lord was on, but basically the thought behind the kits and the Edwards Menagerie books was she taught herself how to crochet, and she created these patterns and these kits with the novice crocheter in mind. And I think the clock's really wrong.
Oh my goodness. It was right when we started.
Hi, Christy.
It's really 5:06.
It is. Okay, good. I'm like, wow, time really is flying. So anyway, Carrie designed the kits with the novice crocheter in mind. So the level, skill level on the kits are numbered 1 through 3. But the level 1 kit is for extreme beginners, and even the level 3 kits are designed for a beginning level crocheter. So it's just learning the skills and building on them a little by little. So all the big kits I brought over tonight are 2 and 3 level. So I have to show Carrie the Chameleon. I love
Yes.
Carrie the Chameleon. Carrie is a level 3 kit, so she's going to be a little higher level I would say a confident beginner level kit. So the Toft kits, the regular size kits are $39.99, but another thing I love about Toft is it comes with this everything you need except scissors, basically. Oh.
Christy, she
Yeah.
missed the last few chats. Family time is cutting into her hobbies.
But you know, that's okay.
That's right.
Family is important.
Very.
We're family too. So.
That's
So anyway, the Toft kits come with the yarn, the stuffing, the contrast color yarn for embroidering the face, the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the darning needle, and the crochet hook. So basically all you really need is a pair of scissors to snip your tails. And because these are worked in the round, I like a locking stitch marker so I can mark the beginning of my round. And another cool thing about these Toft kits, which I'm not sure everybody knows about, is, I don't know if you can see this. Yes, you can. The stitches on the box are not just a decoration. This is also how to measure your gauge. This stitch pattern on the box is the gauge you should be achieving with the materials provided. So I thought that was really cool. Honestly, I know I crochet very, very tightly, so my gauge very rarely matches up with this, but for those of you who are tight crocheters like me, amigurumi is a great thing to do because the tighter the stitch, the more likely your stuffing is going to stay in the project and not go poking out a little bit. So this is a great project for tight crocheters like me. Yes, Cheryl?
May I ask a question about
You
the Toft?
may ask a question
Kits?
about Toft.
What is the difference between level 3 and level 1? What makes a level 3 more advanced beginner than beginner? What's the difference?
So I've got some level 1 minis over here. So that is an excellent question. The level 1 kits, the minis also have the stuffing yarn and everything in them. They're $24.99. The level 1 kits basically have the same basic shape in the body. So you are learning how to do the crocheting in the round with the basic animal shape. So what, like the level 2 kits kind of take that basic shape, yeah, that's a level 2 kit, and build on that. So with your basic number 1 kit, there's very little, probably no color changes whatsoever. So you can see with the zebra, this is Alice.
So
It's
cute.
the same basic shape, but she's adding more attributes to it. So like the striping, like the mane on the zebra. So it's again just taking what you learned in the level 1 kit and just building upon that. And then with Carrie the Chameleon, who's a level 3 kit, you can tell she's got like the legs and the kind of googly eyes that a chameleon has. So this is taking those basic shapes and just adding more detail and more skill on top of it. Did that answer your question?
It does. It's just a little more, same stitch, kind of the same, but a little
Yeah.
finer piece, smaller circles, smaller. I get
Yeah,
it.
basically, you're always going to be using single crochet, or I shouldn't say always, but most of the time you're going to be using single crochets in amigurumi because you want those stitches to be tight. So you're starting with that single crochet, but you're incorporating color changes and shaping into it.
So every level is totally doable.
Oh, extremely, extremely doable. So there's Alice the zebra, who is also so cute. And lastly, Rebecca the turtle. I just figured we needed a turtle. So the level 1 kit, the regular size Toft guys are about yay tall, I'd say about 6 inches. The minis are going to be about half that, so about 3 inches tall. So this is Sheila the kangaroo. She is a level 1 kit, so this is very, very basic. And then this guy is Simon the sheep. Simon is also a level 1 kit, but he's got a little bit more detailing in there to show off the fleece of a sheep. So even if you don't join my Toft along, these are still super fun summer projects. They're great gifts because I just love giving them to people and seeing their faces light up when they have a cute little critter.
Baby gifts.
Baby gifts.
Yeah.
I will say though about baby gifts, if you do make an amigurumi or a crocheted stuffed toy for baby gifts, always, always, always embroider the eyes, nose, and mouth. Never use safety eyes, never use buttons. Babies can pull those off, and you know, babies, everything goes right in their mouths. So if you do make a toy for an infant or a toddler, always embroider the face on. So
Great.
that's my safety message for this evening. Glorious. It's a thing.
Gloria's here.
Oh, she just was at Ann Bud. That is so cool. I hope that went well. So along the same lines of Toft, we also have these cute little Rickaroomy kits. These guys are fun because they come in this neat plastic packaging, so you can re-gift it inside the box once you've completed the project, or you can just tie a pretty ribbon on this and give it as a gift to a crafter. This is, sorry, I thought you were going to say something.
It was not.
So this is 100% cotton yarn. The Toft kits use wool. The Rickaroomy guys, I will warn you ahead of time, these are in UK crochet terminology. There is a difference between United Kingdom and United States crochet terminology. Basically, what we refer to as a single crochet, they refer to as a double crochet. So when you're using the pattern, if they say double crochet, half that and make a single. So this guy is, he's cute. He's a bunny. He's a gray bunny. And these kits are $29.99. They come with the instructions and all the cotton yarn to complete the project. That includes what you would need for the embroidery on the face. And then this is a tiger, I think. He's so cute.
Mm-hmm.
In case you haven't noticed, I love my little amigurumis. So again, this yarn is 100% cotton, and it comes with the instructions, and it also comes in this neat little plastic box that you can either gift to the crafter or make and then put your creature in to gift that. So $29.99. The next project I want to show you guys, it's another kit. It can actually go knit or crochet. So this is Beat Street's What the Fringe kits. The pattern included with it is knit, but on Ravelry, if you look this guy up, you will find lots of crochet patterns too that you will utilize this yarn. So there is the project that it comes with. And the yarns in here are made of silk and hemp. So there's some hemp, some silk yarns. And this colorway, oh, we made this tag before they started printing the colorways on there. This is a blue and cream with a really neat brown in there. And these yarns are really cool. There's a lot of texture to them, which makes them kind of fun to work with. So we've got some silk yarn that is perfectly smooth, and then some of this other silk yarn. I think this is a silk cotton blend, where it's got the plain silk and then it's got little nubbies in there to create more texture. And then this guy, where this is a plain silk and then it has these huge slubs in it, so you get a lot of really neat stitch definition and differentiation between the thin. It stays really thin for a long time, and then you knit 2 or 3 stitches in really, really thick yarn. So it's a lot of fun. This is really soft, plus this is a very lightweight yarn, so this is a great summer project to wear too, not just to make. So the What the Fringe kits are $49.95, and it is mostly silk, and there is some hemp yarn in there as well. I also got this one. This is a brown, rust, blue, and it looks like a dark navy blue in there. And this one is kind of a more neutrally. There's 2 blacks. There's a cream and an olive green. So those are What the Fringe. $49.95 comes with the knit pattern, but you can find crochet patterns on Ravelry, and 4 little skeins of yarn. So I have another project that ties back to Fiberside Chats.
Oh boy.
So we had, it was Dana and Bert, correct?
Yes. Dana and Bertie, or Bert. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who did crochet jewelry. Well, they have these awesome chain necklace kits This is another kit that comes with basically everything you need to make it with except for a pair of scissors. So this is just a super simple chain necklace, and honestly this would be a great project if you're just starting out with crocheting. Let's see here. There's the picture right there. We've got a sample of this hanging in the shop too. So it's basically you thread the beads onto the thread, and then you do just a simple chain and incorporate the beads. They have you do it every 2 chains, but honestly you can put the beads wherever you want. If you want to space them out a little bit more, you can do that. If not, you can move them closer together. And this kit comes with, so the card I just showed you has the instructions on the back. It comes with the hook that you need, and this is a steel crochet hook. It's a number 2. It's a 1.5 millimeter. It comes with enough beads to make 1 necklace. So if you want to make a really long necklace, there's enough beads here to do that. And then it comes with the crochet thread. And honestly, y'all, there's enough here to probably make 10 to 20 necklaces, depending on the length. This is a polyester cord. They recommended polyester because the natural fibers such as cotton or silk do have a tendency to stretch and pull over time, whereas man-made fibers like polyester will hold their integrity. So the way that they start their necklace, and I thought this was so cool, instead of using a needle to thread the beads, you take a sharp pair of scissors, cut the thread at an angle, and then use some clear fingernail polish and put that on the end, let it dry, and that basically creates a needle to thread the beads with. So I thought that was really cool. It's like no extra supplies needed.
Great idea.
Yeah.
Even if you're putting beads on your knitting yarn, anything.
Yeah,
on anything.
If you're
Great
putting it
idea.
on any yarn, any project, that's a great idea. Because I know there are those of us who have a hard time threading needles. So this chain necklace is $48, and again it comes with the thread, the hook, the nice glass beads, the instructions, and a nice little zipper carrying case to keep this in. Even though honestly, as soon as you sit down with it, you're going to want to finish it.
Then you have that for future projects.
Exactly. And this is a great intro to crochet because basically all it uses is just the chain stitch. It doesn't go above that. So great introduction, and then you have a really, really cool necklace to wear afterwards. So more crocheting. Yay. This is one of my favorite projects. This is the Japanese knot bag, and this is a kit from Universal Yarn. So the kit itself is $44.99, and it comes with enough yarn to make the bag and the instructions. And the reason why this is so cool is this is not traditional yarn. This is raffia, so it's a natural fiber. Did I miss a comment?
No, it was me saying, I want to make that bag.
Okay. So this is in a black colorway with this really spiffy multicolored yarn. It's mostly shades of aqua with a little bit of orange and yellow thrown in there. So again, that is $44.99, and this is the store sample that I got to make. It was really, really fun. It's just a basic, I want to say it's half doubles. It's done in a spiral, so it's kind of similar to how you would start an amigurumi or a hat. You work in a spiral and you increase out, and then you just work straight up to create the bag. And then it's got 2 handles on it, a shorter one and a longer one, and then the longer handle feeds through the short one to close it up. So really cool, really fun project. And again, it's raffia, so it's not like a wool or alpaca that's going to be super, super warm to work with. So that is crocheted, yay! And again, it is $44.99. Comes with 4 spools of raffia and the instructions. So kind of getting back into projects that would make, or yarns that would make great summer projects to wear, we've got some great yarns from our friends at Barocco that make super, super nice summer projects. So I'm going to start out with Zinnia, and this is a project book from Barocco. This one doesn't have a price tag on it, but I want to say it's $12.95 because this book actually belongs to the shop. That's why our address is on it. And this has got some super neat ideas to work with the Zinnia yarn. So Zinnia is a DK weight yarn. There's 125 yards here. This is 93% cotton and 7% nylon. The nylon in there is actually great because it helps the project hold its shape, whereas cotton can tend to sag and pull a little bit. So you've got the coolness of the cotton with the nylon to kind of hold the integrity of the project. So this book has some really, really neat ideas in it that utilizes the zinnia yarn. And I have got over here, I want to say it is the Parentee. Have to find the right page. I should have marked the pages ahead of time, I'm sorry.
Look for you.
Found it,
You
but thank
found it.
you. So this is the Parentee, P-E-R-R-I-N, and then T as in t-shirt. And I pulled it over here. We've got this sample in the shop if you want to take a look at it. So it's got this, it is knitted, sorry crocheters. It's got this nice lace work in it. It's kind of worked at a diagonal, so you've got this really neat visual interest going on in here. This, it's really cool, like temperature wise. It feels wonderful. And it is a nice summertime t-shirt. So this guy this is probably about a size large. It's got a circumference of 40 3/4 inches, and it takes 7 balls of the zinnia. But I wouldn't even call it short sleeve, it's probably cap sleeve. So you knit the 2 pieces, sew them together, and then you just do ribbing around the armholes. So I brought over just a couple colors of zinnia to show you, and again, I apologize, Berroco puts the color numbers and not the names on the balls. So this is 7139. It is gray, it's got a little bit of kind of lavender thread in it, and it's got all these different colorful nubbies in it. There's a little bit of blue, green, pink, and a little bit of purple in there too for us purple lovers. So that's zinnia, and that's color 7139. This is 7131, and this is great for both blue and green lovers alike. There's a blue and a green thread woven together in there. And it's got little green nubbies and blue nubbies throughout it. I don't even know if that's the right term, it's just what I call them.
Nubbies?
Nubbies.
I think we all call them nubbies.
So color
Flex.
Flex.
Oh.
That's probably better, huh? So this is 7146, and this is a green and a yellow yarn spun together. And it's got yellow nubbies, a little bit of navy blue in there. I really like that it's not a big enough nubby that it's kind of difficult to knit with, but it's big enough that it is creating some contrast in the colors. So it's really, really cool. And then this is color 7133. This is a tan and coral spun together with little coral nubbies in there and a little bit of tan. So again, that is zinnia. It is $13.99, 125 yards. It is 93% cotton and 7% nylon. And we've got a sample of the Parentee in the shop if you want to take a look at that guy. That is DK weight. It's from our friends at Berroco. And we've also got the zinnia book if you want to take a look at that. That has got some cool patterns in there as well. So also from Berroco we have got Chai. This one I actually remember the color name, it's Grenadine. I love Shirley Temple, so I know what Grenadine is. So this is color 8635, and Chai is also a DK weight. It's 44% silk, 50%, 56% linen, and it has got just little flecks of color in there. So you've got the solid color background with little tiny flecks of color. This is also a DK weight. It is $14.99, and we've got the Berroco Chai book. Oh, I'm glad you love the Chai, Nancy. And this has got some really neat patterns in it too. I love the poncho on the front. We had that in the shop for a while, but it was on loan, so we had to send it back. It was enormous. And
That's not good.
I have a sample here to show you guys.
The iris.
The iris shawl. that's in the blue colorway. So if you want to see this in person in the shop, we've got it in this nice bright orange colorway. It's kind of a yellow orange, and I love this. I think they knit it on a larger needle. Yeah, size 7, so it's got a little bit of open work to it. And then it's a triangle shawl with this really cool, let me show this up, put this up there closer. It's got this great lace border. It is garter stitch, so it is super simple. And this yarn too is also very cool on your skin. And it's one of those, because of the linen, when you first work with it, it is a little stiff, but the more you work with it and once you block it, it gets really, really soft. And that silk just adds a tiny bit of sheen to it. So it's super, super pretty. This would be great to work with for a summer project. It's not heavy, it is nice and cool, so you're not going to overheat if you work with it. So I brought over grenadine. This is color 8626. I want to say this is blue ribbon, but I might be wrong because there's 2 different shades of blue. Sure.
Delft.
Delft, I was wrong. Okay, this is Delft blue. And it is a nice denim-y blue.
And that color is called mango, I think.
Okay, so Cheryl says that this color is called mango. And this is color 8647, which is charcoal.
Yep.
Charcoal!
Winner!
So, not a solid black, it's leaning more towards a charcoal gray, so it's got little white flecks in it. And again, that is the chai. It is $14.99 and it's a 56% linen, 44% silk blend, DK weight. And it's really, really nice.
Mm-hmm.
So also from Barocco, this is a worsted weight yarn. This is the summer sesame. So you might be familiar with the normal quote unquote sesame. The summer sesame is similar to that. It's got a little bit lighter color palette. I think the fiber content is just a tiny bit different too. So, oops, that's the wrong pattern. Yeah.
Oh, I had it open the right page.
That's all right. They're kind of similar.
Oh.
So we've got the summer sesame book here too, which has got more great pattern ideas in it. This one does have crochet in it, which is what we pulled. We've got the crochet sample here. So the project we pulled is called Maisie, and it's made from this color of summer sesame. It is color 5244.
Do you want to know?
I'd love to know.
5244 is
Beach glass?
Beach glass. Yay!
So that's beach glass, which has got greens and yellows and a tiny bit of this orangey red in there. It's really, really cool. So it is 47% cotton, 44% acrylic, 9% nylon. And I know what you're thinking, all that acrylic, it must be heavy and warm. It's not. It's very light, it's very soft, and without further ado, I'll show you Maisie. So Maisie is this cute crocheted poncho-like pullover. So it's basically a rectangle, and it's got this cute fringe at the bottom, which you don't necessarily, if you're not a fringe person like me, you don't have to put the fringe on there. But it is crocheted, and it's crocheted from here over and back down is what it looks like to me. And let's see here. Yeah, but this is a sleeveless top, so it's kind of like a poncho that's been closed up at the sides a little bit. So that is Maisie using Beach Glass Summer Sesame by Barocco, which is this color here. We've got, I think we've got every color of this guy, but we've also, I've pulled 4 colors to show you. This is 5249 ink.
Alloy.
Alloy, aha. So this one's got grays and a little bit of tan in there. It's kind of a full spectrum gray, going from a light gray, like a dove gray, to a charcoal gray with a little tan thread shot through there. This is 5242.
What do you think?
Yes.
Ocean.
Ocean.
Beach glass and ocean.
Hey, it works. So this guy is mostly blues and greens. There's a tiny bit of lavender in there. It looks kind of glassy to me too. This is 5237. And I want to say this one's called Mint.
Yes.
This one's mint. So it's mostly that green, but it's got lavender in there and blue. So this is my favorite color out of all of them. So of course I had to show it. So again, this is a worsted weight yarn. This is 47% cotton, 44% acrylic, 9% nylon. There are 295 yards in here, and it is $17.99. And Maisie, let me find out how much yarn Maisie took. Page 39. All right. So the smallest size of Maisie, wow, only takes 2, and the largest size takes 4. Wow, that's
Nice.
pretty good.
Yeah.
And Maisie's really cute, and of course there are so many cute patterns in these Barocco books. I would highly recommend taking a gander at them. So that was Summer Sesame, and that we've got the Summer Sesame pattern collection, the Chai pattern collection, and Zinnia. And again, if you find a pattern that you like and you don't necessarily want the entire collection, the patterns are available on Barocco's website. They are paid patterns. They're also available through Ravelry. So the next yarn, oh, I love this yarn. This is Summer Solstice by Juniper Moon Farm. Same people who brought you Moonshine, which we love our Moonshine yarn. This is a DK weight yarn. Excuse me, it is sport weight, sorry. It is a 48 linen, 24 cotton, 24 viscose, and 4% polyester blend. This is hand wash only.
You got it.
Oh, good, because I'm having a terrible time reading
What
this.
was the light silk and hemp shawl from the beginning of the show?
So that is called What the Fringe.
Thank you.
Do you want that?
What the fringe? I'm
What the
going
fringe.
to put that
Okay.
in the comments.
And the scarf, if you were asking about the scarf, this is, one that I showed is called Unbeatable Scarf Kit, but it's spelled beet like the vegetable.
Like the
beet.
vegetable.
It does come with a pattern. I apologize, it doesn't say what the name of the pattern is on there, but there is the pattern that the kits come with. So the Summer Solstice, I love this yarn. It is super soft. It's got a little bit of a sheen to it, and it is $19.99 per ball, and there's 295 yards in here. This color is called Baby's Breath. It's this gorgeous shade of green, and the reason why I pulled Baby's Breath is we've got this amazing shawl made out of Baby's Breath. This is called the Hazel Wrap. I believe this pattern is available on Ravelry, but it is available through Juniper Moon's website. So this is an amazing combination of cables and lace work. It is knit. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is, I am going to venture to say, about 8 feet long. It's really, really long, and about 3 feet wide.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just really pretty. It's such a lightweight yarn, and it's soft, and it's very summery. I just love that wrap.
Mm-hmm.
The linen and the cotton give it such a summery feel. And this is a great lightweight tweed. So it's got a little bit of tweediness to it. It's on this Baby's Breath especially, it's a very neutral tweed. There's a tiny bit of navy blue, but it's mostly like tans and yellows in there. So that's Baby's Breath. I pulled a couple more colors over here.
What weight is that again? I'm sorry to ask.
This is a sport weight yarn.
Thank you.
So Summer Solstice is sport weight. This is called High Tide. I love how the names are very kind of summery feeling. This is a very lovely grayish blue. Again, the tweediness is very, very neutral in color, so there's tans and tiny bit of navy in there. This one is called Willow Wisp, which I believe that's a flower, right? Willow Wisp?
Willow wisp. I don't know. It must
Okay,
be. Or
maybe.
maybe the willow trees. That's
Or willow,
the wisp
oh,
that comes off.
okay,
maybe.
yeah, off of a willow tree. That makes sense. So this is a nice silky white. It's got that sheen to it. It's really pretty. The navy blue Tweedies kind of stick out a little bit more on this because it is a white color. And it still has the neutral tans in there as well. And then the last color I pulled, and this is not all the yarn I'm showing you, this is not all the colors we have in any of these. The yarns I'm showing you are all the products are available on the shopping page under the Fiber at 5 category, so they're a little bit easier to spot. This guy is called Celestial. It's supposed to be gray, but it's kind of almost got a purple undertone to it. So again, it's got the navy and tan tweeds in there. But I just thought it was great, or at least under this light, it's got a purple undertone to it. So again, it is a sport weight yarn, 48% linen, 24% cotton, 24% viscose, 4% polyester, 292 yards per ball, hand wash only, and it is $19.99 per ball. And if you are interested in making the hazel wrap, I believe this takes 8, but let me double check. Where'd the tag go? Oh, here it is. Okay, they didn't put it on the tag, but I do recall looking up the pattern, and I believe it takes 8 balls. Yeah, it's pretty big. Let's see, this is a 10-foot table, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say it's about 7-8 feet long.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
This is
knitting.
kind of my definition of a shawl, something big enough to really wrap up in. So lacework, cables.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful project. So another small item that you can work on would be socks. And I'm going off camera here for a second. I really loaded up the table. So one of our favorite yarns here is Bamboo Pop Sock. This is fantastic for anyone who may have sensitivities to animal fibers. This is 55% bamboo, 37% cotton, 8% nylon blend. So you're still getting that structural integrity from the nylon, but you're getting the softness from the bamboo and the cotton without having the animal fibers in there if you are sensitive to that. It's got this really cool texture to it, the way that it's woven together. It's a little bumpy, not incredibly bumpy, but just enough to give it this really cool texture. It's got a really neat look when it's all knitted up too. So this is of course fingering weight. It is $12 per ball, and machine wash, dry flat. I never put anything I've made in the dryer. 492 yards per ball.
Wow, that's a lot of yardage.
That is a lot of yardage. So this color is called Tide Pool. It's aqua, white, kind of tan, pink. A lot of neat little colors in there. This one is Acid Wash, and it kind of looks like acid wash jeans. The blues vary from kind of a dark navy all the way to a lighter aqua. This one is Morning Glory. Now this one reminds me of flowers. So I've got blues, purples, and greens in there. Then of course I had to pull a purple one.
Of course.
Of course. This is called Florals. And it's a white base with 2 or 3 different shades of lavender in there with a little sprinkle of gray. And if any of you guys have worked with this, give us a shout out, because I haven't had the pleasure of working with this yarn yet, but I have heard nothing but good things about it. It is super soft even in the ball. So again, this is a Bamboo Pop Sock. It's 55 bamboo, 37 cotton, 8% nylon. There are 492 yards in the ball, and it is $12.99. And then we just very recently brought in some more sock kits. Sorry, I'm going to go off camera again for a second. I didn't pull a sample for these guys because it is way, way, way far front in the window. So this is the Unique Sock Kits. These are really awesome because it is 2 separate balls of yarn in there, or 2 separate cakes, but they are exactly the same. So if you start in the same place in both hanks, you will get 2 matching socks. They are self-striping. This is 75% extra fine superwash merino, 25% nylon. It is a fingering weight yarn, and it is from Earth Yarns, and I don't know if you're all familiar with Earth, but every time they sell yarn, they plant a tree in Africa. I would recommend checking out their website and reading their story. It's really, really cool. So this is color 61, and yes, I did look it up on their website, and they don't have color names, just color numbers. Well, for most of them anyway. So this is how this guy would knit up this self-striping yarn. It's some pale green, aqua, and there's some browns and grays in there too. This one is color 64. This is the one that we have the sample of that is in the window. So if you walk past the shop, the sample of this sock is like front and center. So this is some amazing blues. And there is that yarn knit up. This one has a name.
Some do, some don't, huh?
This is called the Pan 21 Limited Edition. This is the colors of the year for 2021, which are yellow and gray. And I forget, there was a really fun term for it. It was combining the words yellow and gray. I can't remember what it was. So there's your stripe.
Grello?
Grello, thank you.
I guessed. Sorry.
No, actually that's what it is. It's Grello. So that's how that particular yarn will stripe up. And then I love zebra, so we got zebra yarn. So this is a self-striping zebra yarn. And it's really cool because it's not like solid stripes. It's got a little variation in it, just like zebra stripes do in nature. So that's how that guy knits up. And then this is a special edition colorway that was introduced for Pride Month. This is called Harmony. And it is this really, really awesome rainbow. It knits up really cool. I don't know if you can see it on there, but it's got some thicker stripes, and then it goes really, really thin as it fades into the next color. So that is the Harmony kit. And these guys are $27.99 per kit. They come with 2 cakes of yarn that are identical, so make sure that when you cast on, you're casting on in the same spot, and your socks will be identical. So we brought in those 5 colors of Unique Sock, and it's spelled U-N-E-E-K. Fingering weight, fun yarn. I can't wait to make my zebra socks. My last item for tonight, thank you, Cheryl. So this is just another idea for a great project to work on. I think crochet market bags are fantastic, not only for farmers markets, but just plain shopping whenever you have to go, so you're not using the plastic bags. And linen and cotton are actually super, super durable. I made this guy out of linen. So this is just a crochet market bag. If you just type that into Ravelry, this pattern will pop up. This is a free pattern. And what I found really cool about this guy is it starts with just a simple crocheted rectangle at the bottom, and then you crochet around the rectangle, so you're only chaining about 17 stitches, and you're creating the rectangle from there. Then you crochet around the rectangle and make these really neat defined corners, and then you just work up from there, and you've got this really cool meshy part. Mesh is great for market bags because it does have a little bit of stretch to it, so you can really fill these things up with fruit and vegetables. And just a plain double crochet handle on there. At least I think it's double. Yeah, that's double. So this bag, I used the Rowan Creative Linen, and it took about 1.5 hanks. So this is the color that I used, and this is worsted weight. It is $15.99 per hank, It's a 50-50 linen cotton blend, so you're getting the strength from both the linen and the cotton.
Lisa,
Hey,
say
Lisa!
hi.
And this has 219 yards in it. The project, I think, takes about 360, so again, it takes about 1.5 of the creative linen to make the market bag. So I use this nice dove gray, but we've also got this nice ivory, which is beautiful. It's going to get dirtier quicker, so you'll need to wash your market bag a little more frequently if you decide to make it out of ivory. And then we've got this nice forest green, kind of a nice blue green. So those are $15.99 per hank. They are hand wash only. There's 219 yards, and it is a worsted weight yarn. You can also use cotton. I always use either linen or cotton or a mixture of the both for market bags. I find that wool just doesn't have the strength. It's too stretchy. The linen and the cotton are a much more durable fiber. Okay, thanks, Lisa. So you can also use the cotton Supreme. Again, another worsted weight yarn. This is $10.95 per hank. This one is 100% cotton, so the Rowan Creative Linen is 50-50 cotton linen. This is 100% cotton. And there are 180 yards in here, so you should be able to squeak by with 2 of these guys to make this market bag. If not, you can always shorten it just a tiny bit to make sure that you're utilizing all your yarn. So this one is called Daiquiri. I pulled this because I thought Cheryl would like the name of the yarn.
I guess. Lime. It's got
Yeah,
lime.
it's
The
got
daiquiri,
kind of
'cause that's
lime, yeah.
what's in a daiquiri is limes.
Exactly. This one is aqua, so a nice tealy blue there. Very pale, very pretty. And then of course I pulled the purple one. This one's just called lavender. Just plain lavender. I made a bag out of this yarn, and this is not your stereotypical itchy scratchy cotton. This is a very, very soft cotton, very pleasant to work with. Doesn't split very easily like a lot of cottons can. Cotton can typically split. This one doesn't. This one you still have to be focused, but it doesn't split quite as easily. So again, that is $10.95 per hank. 180 yards per hank, and there it is, worsted weight, and you would need 2 of them to make this particular market bag. So that is all I have for you guys tonight, and I'm so glad you were able to join us. I'm so glad our audio was working tonight. I'm so glad Cheryl was here with me. So
I'm happy to be here.
it's a good night, and so we will see you all next week. We're going to be talking about nifty notions, and I think we're going to call it a night because I get to go to band. I get to go play again. So that is all for us tonight. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye. Thanks, everybody. I haven't had a daiquiri in 20 years.